YouTube. My name is Robert, for those who don't know me, and this is my video evidence that there is some sort of intelligence embedded in our reality. Let me just explain what's going on here so that you kind of understand while you're listening to this. I had, a couple years ago, I had made a recording, and the reason I made this recording is because I was helping out in a remodel of a house, and this house is pretty old, and it had a trippy vibe to it, and then there was an experience I had in it. So what I did is I had made a ghost box like the ones you see on TV, just because I wanted to know if it actually worked and if there was anything going on in the house. And so basically what a ghost box is, it's a FM radio that sweeps the FM band, but the mute circuit has been disabled on it so that you can actually hear what it sounds like as it sweeps each station. And what you're supposed to get is you get broken radio chatter, and then supposedly ghosts or whatever can manipulate the sound of the radio chatter to say what they want to say. And I did that, and this is the result here. What it is also is that originally I was just going to make a video of me just going over the exact sound, the original copy, and just breaking it down what I hear. And then here in this video you're going to see that what I did is I applied a filter. And once I applied this filter, I decided, you know what, I'll just play it with the filter on, because the filter gets rid of all the background sounds and kind of just leaves some of the voices in there, and then you can actually hear what they're saying. And remember, this is supposedly just random sounds of different radio stations playing songs or commercials or whatever. But you can tell that that's not what's coming out here. This is something geared towards me. And some of this may actually frighten some people, but let me assure you that you shouldn't be frightened, because actually I was 1,000 times more frightened when I did this, because the recordings that I recorded after this got really intense and basically was like a personal thing about me that it really frightened me. But you don't need to be frightened, because this isn't about, it's just about what I caught. And anyway, so this is, I will also make a video of this without the filter on for people that just want to hear the real full thing. And I also want to say before I play this that none of this is a hoax. This is a legitimate recording that I made. I didn't alter it except for this filter. And what I'll do is, there's a section right here. I'm going to go ahead and cut that out because it's a really loud sound. You can see it right there. It'll just blow your speakers out if I play that. So from that point on, I'm going to make the video about. Okay, so in the beginning you're going to hear me. In the beginning, actually, what you're going to see is me coming to the point of applying the filter. I wasn't going to do it at first, and then I decided, I'm just going to hear this whole thing filtered. The most amazing part, though, is not this. It's the beginning, but it's actually what I play in reverse. I actually, at the end of this, I reverse this so to show you that they can send a message forward or reverse in the same sounds. And they can use my voice as part of their message too, which you'll hear in this. This is pretty incredible. If there's people out there that want to go ahead and test this and see if they can find out if it's whatever they want about it, they can go ahead and copy it and listen to it for themselves. I'm more than happy to prove that this is legitimate to anybody. And I also ask anybody who thinks they can debunk this to go ahead and debunk it. Give it your best shot, but let me also have a reply against your debunking, because I'm sure that there's no way you can debunk this, because it's actually real. This is the real thing. I wouldn't post something. I wouldn't waste my time trying to make something like this. I wouldn't even know how to make something like this. And if I did, it would take days, months to make. Like, I would not waste my time on this. So anyways, I don't want to talk anymore and take up your time. Just go ahead and listen to it all the way to the end, and then make your own decision. Leave a message in my comments. I may go ahead and put links also so that you can jump ahead and around in this video, make it easier for you. All right, thank you for listening to this.
And more. This conference offers continuing education credits for Mary Gordon, Kimberly Nichols, Alyssa. This conference offers continuing education credits for and more. This conference offers continuing education credits for
Okay, I just wanted to pause this for a second and tell you that if you've noticed, you'll hear my name a lot and you hear the words help a lot. But also, if you listen closer, you'll hear that they're saying sentences. And should that any of that be there, if this is just a radio sweeping the FM radio band frequencies? And then ask yourself, should that be there in reverse? Because that's coming up too soon. I mean, if you think about this logically, none of this should be here. It should be just random, broken radio chatter. And instead, we're getting repeating words of my name and help me and sentences.
What did you mean? Did you live in the house? Maybe you want to tell me. You like what we're doing to your house? Did you hide anything in the house? What is your name? You want to leave this house.
Now let's listen to that same recording in reverse. Right here it says, we're not people. Sounds like it said Robert Fucker. Can you see them? This is my voice in reverse. So let's check it out what it says forward.
What is your name?
So I said, what is your name?
What is your name?
And then backwards, you can see that it says, can you see them? I'm just going to let it play out and you guys pick out what you think you hear. Okay, that's the end of the recording. I'm hoping that we all can agree on one thing, that this is just more than broken radio chatter that I recorded here. And if you guys hear certain things in there that stand out to you, you can post in the comments it and the timestamp of it so that I can just click it and listen to it. And I hope that you guys like this anyways or whatever. And I have hundreds of these recordings that I made after this because it got really intense after I listened to this one. I realized there was something going on, and they were kind of starting to make it personal towards me and my family, and claiming things about my daughter, and I had to get to the bottom of it, so I kept making more and more recordings, trying to figure out what was going on. And I have all those recordings, and they're pretty intense. So thanks for listening.